Today I will be talking about the Rollins Band. They are an alternative metal band formed in Van Nuys, California. The band was active from 1987 to 2006 and was led by former Black Flag vocalist Henry Rollins. They're best known for the songs Low Self-Opinion and Liar, the latter of which is featured on the album in question, Wait. This is the fourth studio album by the Rollins Band, released on April 12, 1994. It is celebrating 30 years. The band recorded the album in December of 1993 in Echo Creek Ranch in Myers, California. Back in the 90s, Beavis and Butthead featured many songs from alternative rock and metal bands, but the song Liar appeared on the show on an episode called Liar Liar. So here's a clip of it. Another video from the album Tconnect appeared twice on the series, first in a 1995 episode Top of the Mountain.
Yeah, whores rule.
A song from this album was also used on another show. The song Civilized was used as the closing theme for the Dennis Miller Live from 1994 to 2002 on HBO. The biggest song was Liar. I remember it very well. According to Henry Rollins, Liar began during one of the first practice jam sessions with bassist Melvin Gibbs, who joined in 1993, who replaced Andrew Weiss. The song Liar was originally played live, where the band just had fun and improvised with it. Then, executives at Imago Records suggested that the song had potential to be a hit single. At first, Henry Rollins thought the song was a B-side that would not even be featured on Wait. However, when the record label heard, they immediately proposed that it is the lead single. So the song has two versions. There's a short version at 4 minutes and 19 seconds and a longer video edit at 4 minutes and 49 seconds. They were released as CD singles in various territories, often with one or more unreleased tracks from the Wait sessions added. The music video for Liar features a different vocal track and slightly different lyrics in the opening section. The song's lyrics are from the perspective of a serial liar who alternates between expressing sympathy and friendship on the one hand, then he repeatedly celebrates his deceptions. The video was directed by Anton Corbijn. It features Henry Rollins in various roles. During the song's verses, he wears glasses and a plain black t-shirt. He speaks in a calm, soothing tone about his trust and friendship. Then you see he becomes stained with black paint as the song progresses. When he sings the chorus, he's shirtless and painted red. Then he jumps around and screams at his audience for believing the lies. He also has lots of costume changes, such as Superman, a police officer, and a nun's habit. Let's talk about the album now. The album has 12 tracks. It's about 53 minutes long. Tconnect is the opening track. It was a single, and they had a music video for the song. The video shows Henry Rollins driving a taxi through New York City. The song is a jazzy bass line and some heavy, yet grungy guitars. Henry Rollins raps the verses and shouts the chorus. The video shows the taxi driver as he becomes stressed with daily life. There's a part that takes place in a diner where he gets into a fight after spilling some coffee. Rollins also appears on an old TV screen as if his inner dialogue is talking to himself. The idea behind the song is about wanting to unplug yourself from life and just wanting to get away from it all. Fool is the next song. This is about someone who is too trusting of people. This person is constantly betrayed when he trusts the wrong people. There's a lot of heavy and jazzy rock in the song. Some of the guitar playing reminded me of Jimi Hendrix. It seemed as if the song was almost like a free-form jazz session. I read a few comments of people saying the album helped them get over difficult relationships. The song also touches on the topic of self-harm and mutilation. Icon is one of the heavier songs. The guitar riff is almost like thrash metal. The guitar solo is pretty wild. It's filled with feedback, and there are some jazzy parts of the song as well. The lyrics seem to be about a person who is in the spotlight and everything that the person has to deal with about being in that position. The song is pretty wild. It was much heavier than I would have expected for this album. Civilized is a pretty cool song. This one has a very 90s alternative sound. I read one comment calling it Rollins against the machine. I guess you can hear the comparison. The vocals are almost rapping and the guitar tone is very Rage Against the Machine like. The lyrics appear to be about a criminal who goes around carrying a gun. There's a section of the song where everything changes and there's a spoken section. The guitar sound is very cool. The guitars use a wah-wah effect. The song was pretty unique and the lyrics were pretty well. An Object of Hatred is an interesting song. I tried to look it up online to see what the song means, but since it wasn't that popular, I couldn't find anything. I imagine it being about someone that everyone hates, but it doesn't matter what they say, this person is still very powerful. I don't know if that's supposed to be about Jesus Christ or basically somebody who is a popular figure that people basically hate and want to do horrible things to, but then they become invincible. It's a good song musically. It has lots of jazzy, heavy metal guitar riffs, and I like the song. Step Back was another interesting song. I thought it was similar to the song Liar. It has that Henry Rollins like part where he's speaking most of the lines in the song. It appears he's talking to somebody in specifically. It almost seems like a diss track. I don't know if it was for a specific person, but that was the vibe I got from it. The main idea is he's saying, I don't care what you do or say, you're not going to bring me down, that type of thing. And it's one of those songs that has this almost free-form instrumental part with Henry Rollins just speaking throughout the song. Wrong Man is a song that's pretty good. The song has a very deep meaning. It's about a woman who suffered some kind of abuse. She has become very untrusting of men in general. But Henry Rollins plays the protagonist in the song. He's saying, I'm not like them. I'm not the bad guy. You got the wrong man, which is literally the title of the song. He's basically telling the person to be able to trust a man again. It's a deep song. It has the same musical style as many of the other songs in the album as well. Volume 4 was one of the slower and sludgier songs. It was very angry, and I tried to interpret the lyrics, but I actually found someone online who interpreted it. And it's about Henry Rollins as a protagonist. He's trying to find meaning in the world after the death of his friend. I also read another comment about the album in general, saying it was a concept album where the songs are about torment and giving up on life and finding the inner strength to come up out of despair and becoming the person you were meant to be. So I guess it could be true that there's somewhat of a recurring theme here. I also read another comment that said it might have been about the murder of one of his roadies called Joe Cole, who was killed after attending a Hole concert, which is interesting because there's also a song on the Hole album, Live Through This, that had a song dedicated to him, and there's a connection between these two albums. And I actually did a video on Hole's Live Through This that actually posted this same day. You can find it on my channel. Tired is one of the slower songs, has more of an atmospheric and dreamy type of sound. There's some tribal drums and psychedelic rock style guitar riffs. Reminded me of like The Doors, and the song Henry Rollins is just speaking about being tired of everything. The song in general is about feelings of burnout. This was one of the slower and trippier songs. The song doesn't have that normal song structure. It's almost like a dream song. Alien Blueprint is a hard rocker. It's about when someone you trusted betrays you and you have a hard time getting over it. But Henry Rollins is using the lyrics to tell you to get over it and move on from it. At least that was my interpretation. The song was pretty good. It had lots of free-form style guitar playing in parts of the song and somewhat of a hardcore punk sound as well. Shine is the last song on the album. The song has some cool, funky guitar riffs, and Henry Rollins does this his vocals in a rapping style. There's also some cool distorted bass guitar sounds in the album. The song was featured in the credit sequence for the film The Chase, starring Charlie Sheen, and this movie had Henry Rollins as an aggressive cop. The idea behind the song is that you need to be the hero in your own story. You will go through some hard times, but you can learn them, and you can't let them bring you down because life is too short, and you only have time to be the hero in your own story. So that is all. Let me know what you thought of Wait by the Rollins Band. Is it the best album, and are they one of the most underrated bands of the 90s? Let me know in the comments. Please check out this video right here. Thanks for watching. Please like this video. It helps me with the YouTube algorithm. Please subscribe if you have not already. I do rock and metal reviews, rankings, and more. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one.